people that will come forward online just to take somebody down or to get attention. And that's the sad truth of it. Some of it's true, some of it's not. And with Trisha, I don't think it's all genuine. I really don't. And I don't believe this stuff about the teacher that she's called out online. I mean, maybe one of the stories that she tells is true, but the story that she called out the specific name, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And it makes me sick to my stomach over it. And it's sad. And I know I'm going to get a lot of people disagreeing with me on it because I'm just kind of calling it out right now. But like, this has been like, ever since I found out about it, it's been eating away at me with this specific teacher, especially because I found out like he was such a well-respected person and he can't even defend himself because he died of cancer. He had a wife, he had kids, everything. And it's sad. It's very, very sad. And I hope to God it didn't get back to his family. And the thing with the schools too, it's just smearing these schools' names because you hear Byron, you hear the name Byron and people associate it with Trisha Paytas and, all these pedophile teachers walking around everywhere, and it's sad. It's really sad. That's why I think Trisha Paytas is a very dangerous person. I really do. I just don't think she has any limits to what she will lie about. I just don't. And it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. And I think she did have a limit on her lies early in her career. Just like everything that I've researched on her, because like in her earlier videos, she would say like, I'm going to be 100% honest about my family. I'm not going to lie to you about my family. I would never lie about any like, anything like real damaging. And I don't think she really did early in her career. But I think as the lies got bigger and the attention got bigger, there's no limits to what she will lie about. There's just no limits to it. And it's scary. It really is. And I think it's very disrespectful to victims. And I do believe Trisha is a victim of things, but it's just, there's no way, as much as she claims, there's just no way. That's my personal opinion, but there's just no way. Just no way. I mean, she's said that she's got held at gunpoint, that she got held for ransom. It's been held at gunpoint, held for ransom in Mexico or something like that. She's had like 4 different stories about early childhood. There's like several different stories later on in her life that I've seen online. It's just a lot. I don't know. And I know it bothers a lot of people because I see a lot of comments on it. So it's, and I think it bothers a lot more people than speak out about it. You know what I mean? I think just people are afraid to speak out about it because like she made it to the point where you can't question anything with anybody that they're claiming online. You just can't. If you do, you're automatically, labeled like this monster that is questioning somebody. And it's just like, at what cost are we going to keep feeding into believe this, believe everything that comes out of her mouth? Like a teacher that can't defend himself, that was never arrested, like she claims, a well-respected teacher that was a war vet and taught until he retired at like 4 or 5 different schools. There's just no way he was doing anything like that. He would never got another job. So I don't know. Thank you, Ruby, for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. There's fun emojis to use. And I think the reason why, Trisha claimed my video is because she's scared for people to know the truth. I really do. So, like, you spent a tenth of the time talking about James Charles, and now he's back to posting like normal. I've made like 3 videos on James Charles, like 3 really long videos on James Charles. Like 3 really long videos on him. I don't know what you're talking about. I always say, why doesn't anybody keep the same energy for James Charles? I'm always saying that. I don't understand why that dude's on the internet at all. At all. So, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this live stream up because like people get mad when I post my live streams, so I might not post those. I'm not sure. But what I was saying on my video on the next episode, like I'm really conflicted on what to do with the videos. Like I'm going to be talking about Jason and Moses because cool, go watch them. They're in my my episode list. I think there's a playlist on it, maybe, if I made one. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Like every time I post a live stream, I lose like a ton of subscribers. Like people hate me posting my live streams. They literally hate it, like a great deal. But everything I'm talking about, I'll be talking about in like an upcoming episode of this. But what I'm conflicted on doing with the series is like I want to talk about this teacher. I really do, but I don't know how to do it. That's the thing. I don't know how to do it. I mean, she's already blasted him to millions of followers. And I just don't want to be too prying with everything. Like I don't know how to go about doing it. And I was thinking about making that one video and just focusing on that and then put Jason and Moses in a separate video. Because if she ever comes out publicly and says that she got the teacher, which I highly doubt she will, but if she ever comes out publicly and says like, I mean, I'm sure she'll lie about it and say she got the teacher's name wrong or whatever. And I can confirm this teacher was the teacher at her school and everything else. Like I've looked into this guy. I've looked into what she claimed and it's just not, it doesn't add up at all. But if she ever would come publicly and retract what she said about him, I don't want to leave the video up at the end of the day, but I really want the video about Jason and Moses to stay up because I think that's really important. Like domestic violence, domestic abuse, like that's just something that really needs to be talked about because like just because Trisha's female and they're male, it doesn't make it less serious. And yeah, she'll probably say she said the wrong teacher name, which would back up like there's no way she was being truthful about it. I mean, she has to know. I mean, if you go through something like that, you remember the teacher's name. You don't get the teacher's name wrong. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is like when you search exactly what she said, there is an article that comes up about it. That's the other weird thing. There is an article that comes up about it, about a teacher, because she claimed he got arrested for CP at school. And she claims that it was somebody that came forward 2 years later about this guy. And that's why he got arrested, because they found all the stuff on his computer at school and he got arrested. So when you search exactly what she says, a different article, there's an article that comes up right above this guy's obituary. And it says, and the headline is exactly what she described. But when you click on the article, It's a completely different school in a completely different state. And the name of the teacher that's in the article is nothing. It's not the name that she claimed. And if you look at all the other stuff around what she says to search, there are other articles that come up that are similar, but the top article is exactly what she claims, but it's nowhere near her state that she grew up or anything. So I found that interesting too, because when you search it, it's exactly what she claims, but it's not in the state and it's not the teacher's name. So, but yeah. But I mean, and anybody watching right now, if you're just like coming in, like I highly suggest you watch the video I made on her, and it's linked in the description box. And everything I'm telling you is 100% true. I have everything to back this up. Everything to back it up. I just don't want to show it right now. But and the other thing about it too is, like, I thought she only called it out on TikTok, but I recently found out she named him on Frenemies too. And that the TikTok has almost 1 million views, and the Frenemies podcast that she named him has like 3.5 million views. 3.5 million views.